Want to create smart automations without limits or high prices? Meet n8n, an easy-to-use tool that gives you full control. In this video, I'll show you how to set up n8n, explain its building blocks, and walk you through your first automation, step by step. Whether you're starting out or switching from Zapier or Make.com, this guide will get you going fast. n8n, short for node, lets you connect different apps so they talk to each other automatically. These connections are called workflows. They help your tools do the work for you. Unlike other tools with limits or fees, n8n is open source. You can build as many workflows as you want. No hidden restrictions. It's made for flexibility. And use over 400 nodes to build automations, and even write your own code if you want. Whether you're sending emails, updating spreadsheets, using smart AI, or connecting CRMs, n8n makes it possible. To start using n8n, you've got two options. One, use it online. Go to n8n.io, sign up for free, and you're in. Or two, install it yourself. Run it on your PC, cloud server, or Raspberry Pi. This gives you total control. Perfect for law firms and accounting practices. Let's use the online version. You can visit n8n.io and sign up. Log into your dashboard. This is where the magic happens. The dashboard is a big canvas where you drag and drop blocks called nodes and connect them to build workflows. It's like Lego, but for tasks. Don't worry, if you don't code, most things are drag and drop. But if you do code, n8n has powerful options just for you. Nodes are the heart of n8n. Each one does a job. Here are the main types. You have trigger nodes that start the workflow, like motion sensors. An example, a form submission. You have action nodes, which do something, such as send emails, create files, update spreadsheets. And function nodes let you add custom code or logic. And helper nodes, where you can clean up or transform data, split text, merge lists, pause for seconds. You can search by category, such as want to send email? Use email nodes. Want to use AI? There's a group for that. Need Airtable or CRM? Done. Everything works together. Drag blocks in, connect them, and click to test. Let's build a simple automation. Okay, so from the n8n dashboard, click on the Create Workflow button up in the upper right-hand corner. And here's our first workflow. So we're going to add our first step now. So click on the plus sign and then do a search on web, and you'll see webhook. Select that. Now we're going to configure it. So for our HTTP method, we're going to use a post. You can leave authentication to none if you, or you can optionally add authentication if you want. So you can leave all the defaults there. We're going to change the path to something meaningful like full submission. And then you'll notice up here we have two URLs. We have a test URL to use while we're testing out this workflow. So you could use a tool like identity.postman.com and actually send data to this webhook to test it. Or later when it's working, you can click over to production URL, and there's the actual production URL. So now what we're going to do now is actually we're going to hard code some sample data in. We're going to do that by clicking on this pencil icon over here for the output of the webhook. That way we can get rid. This is JSON code, JSON formatted code. We're going to replace that with our own sample. So you can see here we have a single name coming in, the name John Doe with an email john@example.com, and a message, hello from the form. So go ahead and save that. That's going to be our output for our testing of this. Click up here on the left, back to Canvas. So if you want to give your workflow a name, you go up here at the top of the workflow, click in here, and say something like form submission. That'll change it to give it a name. Okay, now what we're going to do is add our second node. So what we need to do now is we're going to filter and make sure that's an @ sign in the email address. So the line coming out here, click on the plus. And we're going to do that by using an if node. Okay, so here, and the if node has conditions that we want to check. So here's the input that came in from the webhook node previously. So we have name, the email, and message. So we're going to drag, put the cursor on top of email, and drag it over to the conditions till it becomes green. And you can see the sample result here is the john@example.com. And what we want to do for our testing is it's a string. So we want to see if that string contains the @ symbol. And we can click on test step. And we see that this results in this JSON code, which came in from our webhook, is going to go to the true branch, which is correct because as you can see, the email does contain an @ symbol. So far that code is working fine so far. So the next thing we want to do, see in the if statement, you have a true branch and a false branch. What we want to do is on the true branch, if there's a good email, we're going to send an email. So click on the plus to create a third node. And this node, we want to send email. Okay, now we need to configure what the email. So the default operation to send and the connect with SMTP client, that's fine. But we need to add in a from email. So for us, it might be info@precisionaisystems.com. And then the to email, we're going to once again drag the email that came in from the if to the statement here. So it's coming from us, and that's the email where it's going. And then we'll give it a sample, a subject line like form submission. Thank you. And then we want to actually add HTML formatted email. So I'll just put a sample in there. We click on test step. And this is sample output and everything looks fine. So we're going to go back to the canvas. We're going to save what we have so far. And next we want to test the workflow. So down here we click the test workflow. And you can see it's spinning as it's processing. But this was a simple case, so it processed pretty fast. And the nodes will turn green with a little check mark as it executes them. So I went through the if mode, it went through the true path, and it sent an email out for that one item. So now, once you have your workflow working, once it's fully tested, then you can go up here and turn on this workflow activated. So now it's active. So now anytime email is sent to this web address, it'll automatically go through and send an email. Remember, back in the webhook, we had 2 webhook URLs. So now that it's active, we want to make sure that we're using the production URL from whatever form that we're sending the input data. Want another idea? Say someone fills out your law firm's form. This could trigger an email reply. Add the info to your CRM and notify your paralegal on Slack. All automated and all done with n8n. n8n is perfect for people wanting power, teams needing control, lawyers and accountants, or anyone who values privacy, and builders using AI and smart forms. With n8n, you're not just fixing problems, you're building scalable systems. Want the example we built today? Drop a comment or message me. I'll send you the workflow. And subscribe if you're serious about saving time and getting more done. Today we covered setting up n8n, what nodes are, and how to build your first automation. Thanks for watching. Let's go build something awesome with n8n.